Hi guys. I want to get on a little early and give you guys a chance to get on. One second. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. How are you? I'm so excited to be back. Missed last week because we were gone on vacation. I have to tell you, if you guys can do it, you should join us on that trip. It was amazing. It was so wonderful to be where there was sun and sand and warmth. And the best part was the 1,000 doTERRA wellness advocates all in one place. And it was magical. So, so today I want to talk about emotional health and mood management. And it's kind of timely that this is today, and it's not lost on me, the timing of this class. My cousin Heidi passed away a couple of days ago. And Heidi dealt with bipolar disorder. So I find it interesting that this class is today. I didn't have a really close relationship with Heidi. She was one of my older cousins, but it's still a loss and it still hurts. And my cousins are hurting, her siblings are hurting. And so I'm going to fly out on Friday. I've extended my trip to Minnesota and I'm going to fly out Friday for her funeral on Saturday. So, not to say that oils could have cured her. I know that I believe in the oils and I know they can help. And so let's talk today about our emotional health and how oils can help us. So I'm going to just bring up my screen so I can share. And hopefully this works. Because last time I didn't even share my slides for the entire thing. So I think we're good today. So this is, I think you guys probably already know this. This is the 4th class of an 8-week series that I'm doing. This is going to be class 4. And then next week, we're going to talk about the body, healthy body and spa products and body systems, aroma touch technique, and essential science. And then I'll start the classes over again for the new people that have joined us. So emotional health and mood management and the effects of emotional distress and what it does to our bodies. And in this fast-paced world that we all live in, more and more people are being affected emotionally and physically, negatively, by our stresses outside, negative moods and fatigue. And over time, that state of distress is going to have a really poor effect and long-lasting effect on our overall well-being. And the brain chemistry, all of that feeling and thinking that we do is done by electricity and chemicals. So there's about 100,000 miles. I found this fascinating because of my brain injury that I had a little over a year ago. There's about 100,000 miles of blood vessels in our brain. And if they stretched out, they'd circle the earth more than 4 times. And I found that just amazing because when you look at the brain, it's so small. Small in comparison to what is inside of it, I should say. Not that we have small brains, but you know. So why do the essential oils work so efficiently? Well, they're composed of small and lipid molecules, less than 500 AMUs. They support the body physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And by applying a drop of essential oil to your body, we get a systemic benefit within minutes, which is why oils are so amazing. So the power of the aroma. So when you diffuse your essential oils, which is one of the tools that you can have to get the oils into your home and to be able to smell them, not necessarily putting them on you, but just diffusing them so you get the aromatic effects. it's a so the diffusers are tools to distribute the oils into the air, which impact us and by using our sense of smell, which is 10,000 times more sensitive than any of our other senses. It can change our mood, memories, and it can ease tension. So like you might smell an oil and it brings you back to your childhood. That's, grandma's kitchen while she's baking cookies. Or maybe it brings back a bad memory. And so then that oil isn't one that you necessarily want to have around. So your olfactor is what is going to help with so your olfactor system, your amygdala, your olfactor bulb, your nasal cavity, your limbic system of the brain. The nose is the outer extension of the brain. And so inhaling the essential oil, the aroma of the essential oil, is the fastest way to get it to the emotional center of your brain. And the molecules in the essential oils are going to travel quickly through your amygdala and immediately affecting your mood. So the amygdala is the integrative center of the emotions, the emotional behavior, and our motivation. So the stimulation of the amygdala causes intense emotions. So that would be why sometimes the smell is a good memory or a bad memory, or it brings on a good emotion or not so great feeling. So you have your limbic system, which is your emotions, your memories, your hormones, your autonomic influence. Our moods are complex interplay of emotional and physical components. So your mood continuum, you have your lack of peace and your passionless. And then you have stressed and fatigue for physical. I need to fix that slide, don't I? It's going to bug me. OCD kicking in. So you're divided into two mood continuums, your physical and your emotional. And these are two polar opposites on an emotional and a physical level. And we look at emotionally how we're feeling and at physically how we're doing. So when we cross these two continuums, we create quadrants to help us identify our emotional needs. The matrix has the 4 quadrants, starting in the top left and continuing clockwise. So if you look at the two continuums and identify which quadrant you fall into, that will help you decide which essential oil is needed to support your body. So you've got your fatigue and your stress, and then your no peace and your no passion. So you've got your calming, composing, placating, and then you're invigorating, you're stimulating, you're motivating, inspiring and encouraging and cheering oils. And then you're grounding, you're reassuring, and you're consoling oils. So this is where the cool thing is, and I love how doTERRA helps us. So we have serenity. It promotes relaxation and restful sleep, and it lessens the tension and calms the emotions. And I use serenity every night. I put 2 drops in my diffuser, and then I roll it on the bottoms of my feet because I have a roller of diluted, probably 1-to-1 ratio, just to stretch it. And I rub that on my big toe every night, and it helps me get a really good night of sleep. It's calming, promotes sleep, lessens tension. So if it didn't make you go to sleep, but it could calm you, it would be really good for the middle of the day if you're having a stressful day. I don't use it in the middle of the day because it helps me sleep. So then we have citrus bliss. It has an amazing aroma. I love the citrus oils, and this is one of my top 5 favorite oils that I use every day in my diffuser. This with a little bit of peppermint and sometimes On Guard and citrus bliss. It's boosting to your mood. It's calming because it makes you happy, clears your mind, elevates your mood. It positively affects your mood with energizing and refreshing properties. Next, we have elevation. Elevation elevates the mood and increases vitality. It's uplifting, energizing, and it promotes the positive mood, so it helps to lessen the sad and anxious feelings. Then we have balance. Balance is one of my favorites. I use balance every morning to get me balanced and grounded for my day. And then I also use it every night, a drop on my forehead, because it helps my brain stop thinking. So it calms my brain down and it helps me get into a restful night of sleep, so I'm not stressing out. Because once I lay down, it's like my brain turns on and I think about all the things. And so the balance is what I use every night to calm me down. It calms me and, like I said, brings a sense of well-being, promotes the whole body relaxation. And it's different. It's funny how in the morning I don't feel like I'm relaxed so much as I just feel like I can start my day and I'm ready to go. And in the evening, it really brings me, centers me and calms me. And it lessens stress. So then what's really cool is how we have the emotional aromatherapy line. And these are the 6 oils doTERRA came out with a couple years ago. You have your Motivate, Encouraging blend. Cheer is your uplifting blend. Passion is your inspiring blend. Forgive, renewing blend. Console is your comforting blend. And peace is your reassuring blend. So that's when you identify the emotion you might feel, and then you take the oil that matches the emotion. And the cool thing is with this kit, it comes with the wheel that helps you decide what oil you should be picking or what oil might speak to you. And just a real quick side note, if you choose to get this kit, it comes with a diffuser. And then with the promotion that we've got going on till the end of this month, if you choose to pick like $100 worth of stuff off your wish list for next month, say you run out of one of these oils and you want to get the roller bottle kit of these oils, then you will get an additional $100 in product credits. So that's a pretty good deal, actually. So who doesn't love free? And $100 in free oils? Holy cow. So each delicate blend contains the pure CPTG oils that doTERRA has, and they can be used aromatically or topically. So aromatically, you've got your diffuser, and then topically, we have those same oils already made in a pre-diluted roller bottle. So I carry those around with me, and then I use the other oils in my diffuser. So here is a bigger picture of what that wheel is on the inside of the kit box. So if you're feeling gloomy or distressed, you might be towards the Motivate or the Cheer. Or if you're grieving, Console would be maybe one that you would pick. Or if you're sad, Forgive if you're angry and bitter. If you're feeling a little anxious or insecure, maybe the Motivate or maybe the Peace. So I actually use all of these oils. Well, I use Peace at night to help me sleep, Motivate during the day to help me get my work done, Cheer interchangeably with Motivate because it helps me stay cheery and happy. Passion is one that comes and goes, and I've always thought that the passion wasn't necessarily like passion in the bedroom, but more like a passion for life because you get bored with life or whatever. And I tend to use that, it seems, monthly, even though that's not a thing for me anymore. So that's kind of an interesting little tidbit that it might have to do with hormones. And then Forgive, I probably should use more of it. I don't really care for the aroma of the Forgive, but yeah, so there's that. So here's the Motivate. One of my faves, promotes feelings of confidence and courage and belief, and it counteracts negative emotions of doubt and pessimism. So that's kind of cool. Maybe dilute it for the sensitive or younger kids. Put it on your shirt collar before giving a speech. I also put a drop or two on my scarf. I have a scarf that I wear sometimes when I'm, dressing up to go out. And so I'll just put a couple of drops on my scarf, and that's like my own little personal diffuser. We have the Cheer blend is another one of the citrus ones. Promotes feelings of optimism, cheerfulness, and happiness, and counteracts negative emotions of feeling down or blue. Again, that's one I would put on my scarf if I wanted to, or you could put it on a cotton ball and put it in the vent of your car, and so that it will Fill your car with this wonderful aroma of cheer. Passion counteracts negative feelings and boredom and disinterest. Diffuse it at work to spark creativity. Ignites feelings of excitement and joy. This is, again, aromatic and topical. None of these are internal oils. They're all going to be aromatic or topical, and you're going to want to dilute them for sensitive skin. We have forgive. It promotes feelings of contentment, relief, and patience. Counteracts those negative emotions of anger and guilt. So have doTERRA Forgive on hand throughout the day to counteract negative emotions that may arise from undesirable situations. I must not have a lot of that in my life because I don't carry Forgive around. But maybe if you work in a cubicle and you can't stand your guy next to you, maybe that's one that you would want to diffuse. doTERRA Console is the comforting blend. It promotes feelings of comfort and hope, and it counteracts the negative emotions of grief, sadness, and hopelessness. Now, for me, I can't say enough about going through the process. Like, this isn't going to be an end-all, be-all, and you're going to be all happy, cheery, yay, we're totally over it. But it will help you get through it, and it will help you be able to maneuver the grief that you might be going through. I still use this once in a while if I'm having a bad day and I miss my mom. That's something that the comforting blend is good for. So doTERRA Peace, we have got, it's good for feelings of peace, reassurance, and contentment, and counteracts anxious and fearful emotions. I tend to feel calmer at night when I use it. It's probably the vetiver and the lavender that's in there. It's also got frankincense. So that's probably why I like it. The vetiver really, I wouldn't be able to use peace during the day. It really calms me down so much that it makes me sleepy. So I definitely don't use this during the day. So then we have a routine, right? Everybody has their oil routine. That maybe would be another webinar I could do, because sometimes people are like, how do you even use oils in your day? And I use oils for everything. Pick the oils that speak to you. Ones that have the pleasing aromas, obviously, that kind of goes unsaid, but and then journal your feelings. How does it make you feel once you've applied it? And then these are a couple books that I recommend: Emotions and Essential Oils. And there's actually, I have the Emotions and Essential Oils on my Kindle, and then Feelings Buried Alive, Never Die. So it's all a process, right? Like, especially if you're doing the grieving or the forgive, is all going to be a process of an emotional cleanup that you're going to want to do, so that you're not carrying all of that around with you, because when you carry that stuff with you, it just eats you up. So it's all interchangeable with your whole body, your foundation of healthy eating and a healthy gut, and then you have healthy emotions. So real quick rundown of the Loyalty Reward Program. This is an amazing program that helps you get your oils for free. If you consistently order every month, your percentage goes up. If you see the chart there, if you start at if you stay with the $50 and up, your percentage increases over the course of the year. I am now at 30% back on points every month. So for every $100 I spend, I get $30 free. I can change my order every month, so I get whatever oils I want for that month, and I can also change the date. The cool thing is if you do 125 PV before the 15th of the month, you get an extra oil for free, which is the product of the month, and that changes every month. So if you want to start getting your oils for free, there's ways to do that also, not only with the LRP program, but if you want to join the business portion of it. So if this speaks to you, and that's something that you might be interested in, learning how to earn fast start bonuses every week, or getting extra bonuses and income to help supplement your family, I would love to help you with that. Next week is going to be the healthy home and body. So that's going to be a little bit about how the oils affect our bodies and how we can have fewer toxins in our home, and using some of the spa products and the facial cleansers and all of that. And in my perfect world, you would all be sitting here in my living room right now because I would rather share all of these oils with you so you could smell them and touch them and feel them, and especially the spa products. Oh my gosh, you guys, the body butter is amazing and the sugar scrub is amazing, but that's for next week. So I hope you all enjoyed today's little class. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I've got a little bit of jet lag going on because yesterday was a really long travel day. I'm happy to be back, and I will be back next week, coming to you live from Cottage Grove, Minnesota. So if you are in Minnesota, give me a shout out and we can go to coffee. I would love to take you to coffee so we can chat about oils. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.